Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mindset Motivators, where we inspire growth and transformation. Today, we're discussing a crucial topic: the 10 things you should never say to anyone. Words are more powerful than we often realize. They can build someone up or tear them down in an instant. And once they're spoken, we can't take them back. That's why it's so important to be mindful of what we say and how we say it. Whether you're communicating with friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers, some phrases should be avoided entirely. Let's dive right into the 10 things you should never say to anyone and the reasons why they're so damaging. Number 1, you'll never be good enough. These words strike at the core of someone's self-worth. Whether it's said in a moment of frustration or judgment, telling someone they'll never be good enough can leave lifelong scars. People are often trying their best, and even if they fall short, they don't deserve to be labeled in such a permanent and negative way. This phrase undermines their ability to improve or grow and paints a grim picture of their potential. Everyone has areas for growth, and when we communicate this, we should encourage, not crush. Instead of saying this, offer words of support like, "I believe in your potential, and I'm here to help you improve." This not only encourages the person, but also strengthens your bond with them. Number 2, you're overreacting. Minimizing someone's feelings by saying they're overreacting invalidates their emotional experience. What might seem like a small issue to you could be a big deal to them. Remember, everyone perceives situations differently based on their past experiences and emotional thresholds. When you tell someone they're overreacting, it can make them feel like their emotions aren't valid or that they're being irrational, leading to feelings of isolation and frustration. A better approach is to say, "I understand that this is really bothering you. How can we work through it together?" Acknowledging their feelings opens the door to deeper connection and problem solving. Number 3, I told you so. When someone makes a mistake, the last thing they want to hear is, "I told you so." It's one of the most condescending phrases you can use. While you might have been right in a previous conversation, rubbing it in someone's face only makes them feel embarrassed or resentful. This phrase damages trust because it highlights their failure and your superiority. It's much more helpful to offer support and guide them through their mistake rather than celebrating your correct prediction. Instead, you could say, "I see what happened and it's okay. How can I help you figure this out?" Offering support during someone's low point will build their trust in you and strengthen your relationship. Number 4, you always, you never. These sweeping generalizations are a common cause of conflict, especially in relationships. When you start a sentence with "you always" or "you never," you're making an exaggerated accusation that paints the other person in a consistently negative light. No one always or never does anything, and these types of statements are rarely accurate. Worse, they shut down meaningful conversation by making the other person feel attacked and defensive. Rather than making these generalizations, try framing your concerns in specific, situational terms. "It bothers me when you do X because." This allows for a focused conversation about the issue without escalating it into a character attack. Number 5, why can't you be more like someone else? Comparison is a thief of joy, and when you compare someone to another person, it can make them feel inadequate, unappreciated, and resentful. Whether you're comparing them to a sibling, colleague, or even a friend, this statement undermines their individuality. It's particularly damaging in personal relationships, where we expect to be valued for who we are, not who we're not. Instead of comparing them to someone else, try focusing on their strengths and areas for improvement without drawing parallels. A better way to approach it might be, "I know you have the ability to do X, and I'd love to support you in getting there." Number 6, you're too sensitive. Accusing someone of being too sensitive diminishes their feelings and makes them question their emotional responses. It implies that their emotions are a problem and that they need to adjust to match your emotional expectations. This is particularly damaging for people who naturally feel things deeply or are more emotionally attuned. Emotional sensitivity is not a flaw. It's a strength that allows for empathy and connection. Rather than criticizing their sensitivity, you could say, "I can see this is affecting you. Let's talk about it. This respects their emotional experience and opens up a dialogue instead of shutting them down. Number 7, that's stupid. Calling someone's thoughts, ideas, or actions stupid is belittling and disrespectful. It stifles creativity and discourages them from sharing their opinions in the future. No matter how absurd an idea might seem to you, labeling it as stupid does nothing to foster a productive conversation. It dismisses their perspective entirely, making them feel small or unworthy. Instead of calling something stupid, engage with their ideas. Ask questions to better understand their thought process. That's interesting. Tell me more about how you came to that conclusion. This will help you understand their viewpoint and may even lead to a valuable exchange of ideas. Number 8, you'll never change. When you tell someone they'll never change, you're essentially giving up on them. You're saying that they are stuck in their ways and incapable of growth or improvement. This can be incredibly discouraging, especially for people who are actively trying to better themselves. People can and do change all the time, but growth takes time and patience. A better way to frame this sentiment might be, "I've noticed you've struggled with this before. How can I help you overcome it this time?" Offering your support rather than doubt can inspire positive change and keep your relationship healthy. Number 9, it's not that big of a deal. What might not seem like a big deal to you could be extremely significant to someone else. Telling someone that their concerns or problems aren't a big deal dismisses their feelings and can make them feel isolated and unheard. Over time, this can damage your relationship, as the other person may stop sharing their thoughts and feelings with you, assuming you won't care or take them seriously. Instead, acknowledge their feelings even if you don't fully understand them. "I see that this is really important to you. Let's figure out a way to handle it." This shows empathy and builds trust in the relationship. Number 10, you're a failure. Labeling someone as a failure is one of the most harmful things you can say. Failure is an event, not a person, but this statement ties someone's entire identity to their mistakes. No one deserves to be defined by their worst moments. Everyone makes mistakes, but those moments can serve as powerful learning experiences if they are handled with care and encouragement. Instead of calling someone a failure, focus on their ability to learn and grow. "This didn't work out, but I know you can turn it around. Let's figure out what went wrong and how to move forward." Offering a solution-focused approach can be much more empowering. So those are the 10 things you should never say to anyone. Words are incredibly powerful, and they can leave lasting impacts on the people we care about. Being mindful of what we say not only strengthens our relationships, but also fosters growth, understanding, and empathy. By choosing our words carefully, we can create an environment where others feel supported, appreciated, and understood. If this video helped you reflect on your communication habits, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this message. Don't forget to subscribe to Mindset Motivators and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more videos that help you grow, communicate better, and live a more fulfilling life. Leave a comment below. What's the one thing you've learned never to say? Let's keep the conversation going.